Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the People's Forum of In the Streets with Big Stone. Here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, kind of being monotonous because we keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Today, ladies and gentlemen, our crime rate has gone well over 1,200 and plenty. 1,220 people have departed this earth to Jamaica. And every time we announce this, it does something to me because this is not a news that I feel good talking to my fan base about. Because as you know, I love this country from the depths of my heart. So to bring news like this somewhat tarnishes the country. But I think I'm compelled as a Jamaican citizen to speak of the truth and try to see how much best we can get to the truth as to what is happening and what is causing this. Jamaica is a beautiful island. They considered us the pearl of the Caribbean Sea. But yet still, for some unknown reason that we still cannot put our fingers on, we keep doing the same thing over and over again. It's like people forget how to reason with one another. And I'm going to talk to you today, ladies and gentlemen, about the word respect. Because respect is a very powerful word in this country. Respect is a word that will determine whether you live. And respect is also a word that will determine if you die. Now, Jamaicans, we are very egotistical. So egotistical that even if someone say I'm sorry, we tend not to want to hear that. We want to take it to the next level. But I'm going to speak to my fellow Jamaicans to kind of show them how to live and just go through and all the vibes and respect each person that you see. Now, respect is something that every person wants on the planet Earth, but very rare some of us wants to give it. It is very sad because if I respect you and treat you with the ultimate respect, then why can't you not respect me and treat me with the ultimate respect? We're two grown people. But sometimes even if you say sorry, you step on someone's shoes or step on someone's toes, and you say, I'm sorry for doing that, and you really sincerely means, I'm sorry. A lot of people want to take it to the next level. Now let's take a look at the two kids. 15 years old. They're grade 10 students, okay? One was walking down the corridor and another was walking up the corridor. They bumped into each other and a watch fell off of an arm of one of the boys. One of the boys who owned the watch says, pick up my watch, man. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it could have been dealt with two ways. One, he could have easily just bend down and pick up his own watch and go about his business. And it could have easily happened the other way where the student who bumped the watch from the student's arm could have easily bent down, pick up the watch, say, I'm sorry, hand it back to him. Nobody would be in jail and nobody would be dead. But for some reason, ladies and gentlemen, we're so egotistical that even if someone bump a watch, why did it have to go to the extent where a scissors was drawn, I heard at one time, and then I heard another pointed object was used. And here we have two young, prominent students that should be here for our future. One is no longer with us, and the other one is locked behind bars. And this is where I'm speaking to every Jamaican. A quiet answer, the good book says. Turn it away rot. Trust me. The other night I was driving through a portion of Jonestown, Arnett Garden. Now Jonestown, Arnett Garden, I'm a place, I know practically every man in a concrete jungle. And while I was going through, ladies and gentlemen, there was a line of traffic ahead of us. And I didn't see that it was a line. The road was very, very, very narrow. So I thought more or less the car in front of me had stopped to do whatever business, not knowing that we were in a line. So I tried to move over to the right, and in moving over to the right, my bumper barely nudged his bumper. There was no scratch, there was no nothing. And the first thing he came out of the car was, "Hey, pussy, you licked my car." And I'm a very humble man, ladies and gentlemen. I said, "I'm sorry, my brother. Boy, you should have waited to the line, right, right, pussy, right, right, right." And he pussied me up, you know. Now remember, I'm telling you, this is Jonestown, this is my place. I know a lot of people, they have a lot of respect for me. But why should I now act in the same manner that he's acting in when I was the one who touched his car? So you know what I did, ladies and gentlemen? I told him I'm sorry about 5 times. "I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. I know I thought more or less he was in the line, and it's an accident, man." You know? And you know something, ladies and gentlemen? Remember, he came out of his car and pussied me up in such a manner that if I was as angry as he was, then we would never know what would have happened right there on the street. But I just understand that sometimes who knows better must do better. We cannot say that we're all bad and we're not responsible for our actions. Our actions are very important. It determines whether you live or die in this country. As much as you can say "I'm sorry," as much as you can say "not a problem," as much as you can go about your business, it is best for you to be calm, cool, and collective. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, 95 to 98% of the time, it works. Another day I was driving and a car bad drive me this time. And you know what I did, ladies and gentlemen? I just drove up to him and I was the one who apologized. And he just smiled, toot his horn, and I had a friend in him. Jamaican, we're too quick sometimes to get angry. We know we're frustrated. We know there's a lot of things going on. We know everybody have their business to go about and to take care of. But if we can just slow down a little bit, slow down, and just be cooperative with each other, you know, without trying to prove a thing, you know. Today, like you see, I'm wearing my Gideon hat. It's kind of hot with this hat here. But this is the kind of hat that the Rastafarian man wears when he expected heavy rain or a flood. Because we don't believe in war, we believe in love. We believe in loving each other and doing for one another, because you never know, the same people you meet on the way going up are the same people you meet on the way going down. I remember about 15 years ago, I was at a prominent Don birthday party. We're talking about out there at airport roundabout, they call it Jamaica House. And it was a Sunday night and this prominent Don at his birthday party. So because I was a friend of a lot of people, I'm an industries person. I'm there with all the dons know who Big Stone was. And while I was there, ladies and gentlemen, I got a little complacent because I was smoking my herb and drinking my liquor. And I stepped back on a youngster. And I remember, even though I was a little bit intoxicated, ladies and gentlemen, I remember telling this youngster, "I'm sorry," about 2 or 3 times. And he just said, "Okay, that's no problem." And just like it would have happened, ladies and gentlemen, I had to go out there to Harborview and to meet some people in the ghetto area of that place. And while I drove up the following evening, not even remembering the incident, ladies and gentlemen, and I was directed to go to a shop and to wait for my friend to come see me. And while I was there at the shop waiting for my friend to come see me, I saw 2 youngsters on a bicycle, and one was just laughing and he was pointing at me. So I got curious and I beckoned to him to come on over, and he rode down on his bicycle. And he said to me, "You remember me, father?" And I said, "To be honest with you, my youth, I don't even remember you, my brother." And he said, "Well, father, you remember last night when you was with all your top friends and everything? It was me who you stepped on at Jamaica gates last night." I said, "What? Man, I'm so sorry." He said, "Father, you don't need to say sorry because you told me sorry so much time after that I was the one telling you it was okay. Because guess what? You could have easily uh, brushed me off because you was there with all the top players of the game. And I wouldn't say nothing because you and my dance are friends. But just the way you respected me and you make me feel like a man, I have to say thank you for treating me with respect. And I said, no problem, my son. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. No man no better than no man. It's just the element of surprise that one person has against the other. And Jamaica's a beautiful country. Why we can't just come together? It's a nice place. But we have to let our ego relax a little bit because we're too much of what you call hothead. Everybody wants to be known as this hothead. Sometimes somebody look at you and they just screw up their face. And sometimes you're looking at that person, to be honest with you, you don't even see that person. Your mind is so far that even though you're looking dead at the person, you don't see that person. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just relax ourselves and enjoy Jamaica. Jamaica is a beautiful country, Rasta. We don't have to tough up ourselves and puff up ourselves. And the least little thing, you pussy up a man and ray, because you never know when you might end up on his neck of the wood, in his turf. And he might be the one who remember you and not you remembering him. So Jamaica, look we just relax, Rasta. Look we just relax. I know it's very hard for some people to do, but look we just relax and enjoy this beautiful country. The crime rate is way too high. You know what I mean? So this is just my take on today. Today's like the 9th of October 2017, and I'm appalled to know that 1,220 something people have gone away from us, people that we would miss, people that we love, people that we cherish, people who are gone for no good reason. We could just love one another. We could just love one another and enjoy this beautiful country, Jamaica, so that people from all over the world can just say, listen, I want to come home. I want to come home. And guess what? We're here waiting for you. So thank you very much for watching this one. And I do hope that you can come home and enjoy your country again. Rastafari.